So I'm going to add some new variables to this report page. This time I'm going to introduce a table. So we have a map, we have a column chart. Now let's introduce a table. So to introduce a new variable, always click outside the existing variables. Okay. Then you can go to visualizations, build variable, and here is the table. Click on this one. A table will be introduced into this page. I want to reposition so our table can be shown here. So in this table, I am going to define this table, and you can see if you want to define a table, you need to define the columns based on the data fields. So here I will have the first column being the securities. So I'm going to introduce the securities under the daily data set here. Okay. For the second column, I'm going to have the month return. Okay, the month return is going to be that's our second column. All right. Once you drop it here, you find again Power BI by default sum up all the month return for a given security. All right. So, well, again, summing up the percentage of returns over time is not something that make a whole lot of sense. So instead, we want to take the average. Okay. So this will average the monthly returns over all the months in the sample period for each stock. And the third column, I'm going to have the volume, the trading volume of each stock added here. Here, the default summation of volume makes sense because if you have several months of data, you just sum up the volume of each month, then it's going to be the total trading volume over that sample period. Okay, so that makes sense. I don't need to change the sum to other ways summarization. Okay, so the last column I'm going to use is going to be the headquarters date. Okay, I'm going to put here. You can see that kind of the green line there. That's basically indicates the position where you're going to drop this new data field. It's going to be below the sum of columns. Okay, you can drag this. For example, you can drag it to another position. So this again, the green line shows I'm going to drop it above the sum of the volume here. Okay, so you can basically kind of move the different data fields to different location, so they are going to be presented in the table in different columns. I still want this headquarters date to be the last column, so I'm going to put it under the sum of volume. So now you can see the table is here. You have all the securities. It's going to be a long table, by the way, okay? You need to move it down. Well, actually, I want to shrink a little bit. So now you can see here I can move it down by moving this cursor. I can move all the way down to check all the stocks.